Hello, fellow freelancers and entrepreneurs and people working for yourselves, all of you. This video is for all of you. This video is a little bit of an experiment because in this video, I want to I'm going to offer you something for free. I'm going to offer you access to my course for free. And it is, the course is called Finances for Entrepreneurs and Freelancers. It's not exactly finalized yet. It might be financial management for entrepreneurs and freelancers or something like that. I need to finalize it. But anyway, I'm giving you access to this course and it's free for the next 3 days because that's the way Udemy works, unfortunately. And so after that, I'll probably just take this video out because it won't have any purpose anymore. But yeah, I just want to give you free access. And in exchange, all I ask is that you give me some feedback. I want some feedback, and you can do it. There are many ways you can do it. Either comment here below, or I'll leave an email address, or you can contact me through my Udemy page or something like that. And also at a certain point, it will ask you to rate the course. I'd really appreciate if you could give it a good rating as well. By the way, that really helps. Anytime you have anything online, especially in this day and age when everyone's buying stuff online, and I know this even for like some best-selling authors that you think don't care too much about their Amazon page or every single review on their Amazon page, they're checking that all the time. And I can tell you, I mean, I'm not sure about all of them, but quite a few do that. And I obviously check all my ratings. I respond to all my ratings and reviews on Udemy. And anyway, I'd really appreciate it, that as well. But yeah, the course, you can get free access to it in the next 3 days. And if I would really appreciate if you could give me any feedback you have, because I really want to try to make this course good and applicable to all freelancers. And the reason I set it up, by the way, is because I had issues with my finances when I was first setting out as a freelancer. And I know finance. I know that's what I studied in undergrad and grad school. I got my master's in finance and fiscal policy. I worked as a financial consultant in a bank. That was my first job. So I kind of know how finances work, and yet I still had issues with finances when I first started out because it's so different when you're a freelancer and entrepreneur starting out, and no one really prepares you for it. And even the few courses and help and things that I found online, they kind of just teach you, okay, this is how you do a statement of cash flows. This is how you do an income statement or a balance sheet. And, if you're an entrepreneur, this is the way you want to tweak it. Well, that's great. But how many entrepreneurs do you know that have time for that? When you're first starting out, you're doing all sales and marketing, no matter what type of entrepreneur you are, because you need to get your first clients. And then when you start getting clients, you can finally start doing the thing you're supposed to be doing, like freelance translation. You can finally start doing translation. But in the meantime, you have all these things coming up. You don't know what's going to work, what isn't. You don't know who's going to pay you, who won't, and stuff like that. And so, yeah, keeping track of your finances is something extra, and you don't have time to make a statement of cash flows when all that's going on and keep it up to date every day, et cetera, et cetera. So I just wanted to create something that everyone can do when they're starting out, and also to make sure that finances don't get out of hand, because that can be a big issue. In fact, so the issue can be if you don't do your finances correct, and when the day comes to pay your taxes or whatever, then you have no idea what to do. You've done it all wrong. You have to pay a bunch of back taxes or something like that, or just spend a whole lot of time trying to go through everything. The other issue, and the issue that I've seen more, the issue that I had, was that your finances can run away from you. And for me, it was stuff like online ads, like AdWords and stuff like that. You're spending $6 here, $12 the nenext day, stuff like that. You can keep tweaking it. Before you know it, at the end of the month, you spend $400 or $500 and you get no results from it. And you're like, what the hell am I doing? And it can really just add up. And a lot of this stuff can add up, especially in the chaotic first few months when you're first starting out. So that's what this course aims to do. It aims to help out with all that, so you can hit the ground running. You don't have to waste a lot of time with it, but you have everything in order for when you need it, either for tax purposes or to make sure your money isn't running away without you noticing, and you can keep everything under control. And anyway, that's pretty much what the course is about. Feel free to check it out. Once again, you can use the link there below. It'll be available in the next 3 days. After that, I'll probably just delete this video because it has no purpose. I'd also really appreciate, once again, if you could leave me a good review, like a good rating at least. Udemy, you just need to click on the star thing, and because that really helps me as well. And I'd also appreciate the feedback, because most of my courses have to do with language learning, stuff like that. And this is my first course that actually deals with the finances. And so having this course is a bit new. Obviously, I do know finance, like I mentioned. I've studied and I've worked in finance, and I also actually offer financial consulting and help for small, medium enterprises. I mean, off and on, like on an ad hoc basis as needed, is one of the consulting things that I offer. So, I mean, I know what I'm talking about. I just need to find a good way to teach it to all freelancers and entrepreneurs, people who are starting out, and that's kind of my aim here. And so, anyway, any feedback you can give would really help, and I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye. Savedum.